Here comes Fake Wes. You ready for him, Chris?
I'm so ready for Fake Wes.
Welcome back to Bob, everybody.
Why the hell does Fake Wes have a hat today?
Because you're allowed to wear hats. Why can't I wear a hat?
You look like one of those Make-A-Wish kids.
Send me. Well, then my wish is you send me a first hat. How about that?
I don't want you wearing any hat.
Oh, man.
What's wrong with your hair? Did you cut it again? Is that why you're wearing a hat?
No, because I want to cut it again. I'm afraid if I cut it, I can't win with you, so it doesn't matter. I probably should just fucking cut my hair then. Man, did you know that Eric was a kid's Make-A-Wish one time?
Really?
Yep. He's like literally.
Was he like the third or fourth choice?
That's what I'm wondering. And I didn't know it was on my bucket list, but now I want to be someone's Make-A-Wish now. That's so bad, but it's true.
That's actually, yeah.
That's awful.
That's actually, that's a noble thing to do, I think. It's tough though.
Yeah.
Can't be easy.
He said it was like he was bombing the whole time too. Like the kid was just like the kid really liked magic, but it's so hard to like magic. Like they rented out a theater and they sat the kid in the front row and Eric just performed just to him. So like if you just do card trick someone, they love it. But if you do like a theater show to that's a hard way to succeed.
Kind of bizarre, yeah.
I don't know why they did that. Fuck. Oh, I hope you guys like.
Imagine that being your last wish, eh?
Yeah. Oh man.
Eric,
I think the kid pulled through.
Eric
He was like,
bombing?
I'm not dying on this one, and then he came. Pulled through.
He was cured. The doctors came together. They're like, we can't let him go like this. Poor kid.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Dude, I got coffee and
Daniel
beer today.
Tosh. Oh, nice. I got nothing of the sorts. Daniel Tosh had a whole bit about that. You remember that when he was some kids Make-A-Wish, and he's like,
I don't think so.
He's like, those kids can take a joke. He's like, because they already know, like they've got a great sense of humor. Like the parents, not so much. He's like, but the kids, like he was like, the kid told him, he's like, oh, don't worry about it. You weren't even like my first choice.
Oh, that's
and
right.
He's like, to this day, I don't know if he was telling the truth or not. He's like, it was a terrible experience for me.
Oh man, that would be brutal though. Like to be not just for you, but like to the kid, especially if you're like, I know you probably wanted to meet LeBron James, and you got me. So
You got Eric.
yeah, you got Eric Leclerc. Yeah, I mean, he could have been a fan of Tricked. He could have been. Yeah, maybe the only one. Oh, dude, with our magic producers today, I kept wondering. I kept wanting to tell them like, hey, we're gonna have to make room for Alex's subtitles. Like, not to get in the way of the magic, right? Like, how are we going to cut around that? Sorry. Oh, that's real fucking... I'm not even talking to you guys right now. Sorry about that.
For those of you at home, we're currently in meetings right now because we did end up selling a pilot to a network, and we're currently scouting showrunners and producers and that type of thing. So we got a lot of meetings every week.
That's fun.
That we have to run through.
Ish. It's interesting. I'm learning a lot, and I like having a say. But I just want to make jokes the whole time, and they're like wanting to get down to business, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we gotta have the jokes though, because like we're gonna work with these people day in day out for months.
That's true. They better be ready for it all the time. So that's good.
Oh man, it's exciting though.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, man. I'm pumped up. But yeah, how's your day going? What did you get up to today? You were filming?
Good. Yeah. No, not today. I just had to upload that one, the puzzle. But I went to. I was hanging around with the contractors and stuff. I had to go check out the new place, so it's being renovated on. I sent you some pictures in the group chat.
Oh, sweet.
They're they've putting walls up, taking walls down. I think by next week, flooring's going to be done, and like it's coming along way faster than I thought it would. So I'm scrambling right now, like, oh, I got to order furniture.
Yeah.
In the next week.
Yeah.
For it to be here in time.
Got to order.
Like, I got
2 chairs so we
couches,
can podcast
rugs.
in person.
I've got chairs coming. I got a whole, for that new format. Man, I got to get all sorts of stuff. But they're putting in the lights right now. I think we're putting in like 80 pot lights and stuff, and bars on the ceiling so we can hang up the microphones and these lights and stuff. So just everything off the ground type thing, instead of like tripods everywhere.
Yeah, it's going to be insane, man.
It's fun to have the foresight of construction. Like here, we're kind of like at the mercy of the size of the place, and also it's not mine.
Right.
I can renovate it, but everything I do here is not coming back to me.
Right. There's no, it's all money out. No recouping the value on that.
Landlords love it, man. He comes here and he's like, he's making people visit this place all the time. He's like, you got to come see it. It's for rent soon. And he's like, yeah, look what we did.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, don't mind me.
Yeah, you're like the guy that paid for your rent like for a year in advance, so and like almost blew that guy's mind though, right? He's like,
yeah, I dropped one check.
The whole year?
Yeah. Yeah, I paid for a year and a half. He was like, what, right now? I was like, yeah, can we do that? He's like, yeah.
No one's ever said
I was like,
that.
sweet. I'm like, I just don't want to have to talk to you or anyone else like about this ever. So
Oh
just
man,
take it.
I'm like maybe some of you are listening are like this, where you on the 30th of every month, you're like, okay, better find next month's rent. Like, better put that together. Pulling off Visa. And that's just on the place I live, not even the one I make videos in. So that's, but hey, it's all coming together. Once I get this TV show, I'm going to go skyrocketing past you. I'm obviously going to rise above you and Alex and Eric, and I'm going to be the soul. Like, they'll be like, wow, give this guy his own thing.
Yeah.
No?
I just don't see how you can go from being on coattails to like owning a cape. Like, I don't see it.
Buddy, okay, am I not smart to ride your coattails? Hasn't it worked out really well for me so far?
I mean, I'm happy that you're the one. I'm happy that you're the one.
Yeah.
I mean, Rick Lax is too.
Oh yeah, he's got his puzzles going now, man. I saw that $200,000 puzzle. That's pretty crazy.
It's not a tour. It's so stupid.
Just trying to wind you up.
That guy's such a dildo. He really is. He really is a human dildo.
Oh, I don't know.
He's the guy that he'll do anything. You know what? Got to respect a guy that's willing to step on his own step on his own self. You know, like he's like, I'm not stepping on anyone else. I'm step on my own self to get ahead. I want to make myself look like shit to get ahead, you know? Got to respect him for that. He doesn't give a fuck about himself. Like, that's clear. You know? So, got to respect that. I couldn't do it. I couldn't go out there and not give a fuck about how I look. I find that's pretty important, you know, to maintaining this longevity and sustenance here to keep this, you know, ball rolling.
That's why
he's just like peaks and valleys, baby. You know, I'm gonna shit on everything I have, and hopefully something will come of it. And once I'm there, we'll figure it out. You know, that's kind of like his plan. So good on him.
Fuck it, I don't know, man. It's something's been talked to death a million times, so I don't even. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Everyone's got a different perspective on that kind of thing. Like, I just don't care. Like, it has nothing to do with me.
Oh, same.
Yeah, and that's true too. Yeah. It just.
Nah, stop caring.
Yeah.
No point.
It's good for a laugh every now and then, but other than that, it's just like, what the fuck? People are nuts.
100%. And what's funny to me is that they're not laughing about it.
Yeah. It's just that.
We're over here joking, but honestly, like, wish the guy the best.
Yeah.
You know, he becomes a billionaire or he goes homeless tomorrow. I won't care either way. Like, that's the honest truth.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's a different level of not caring when you're like, you know, I don't even wish harm on the guy.
Well, so
I wish him nothing.
Yeah.
Like that's how I don't wish him the best. Don't wish him the worst.
He's always been
Don't care.
nice to me. Like, I was like at his house at a party, and everything's great. And so I don't understand why he can't just carry on not giving a fuck what we say or do. But like,
it's a different breed, man.
Yeah.
It's a different breed.
As soon as you're out of the room, he starts caring again or something. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it's a different breed of person. Like, I mean, you and I, like, we share the same sense of humor. We can literally take a joke. You have to know that some people out there just can't take a fucking joke. There are those people that cannot take a joke, and unfortunately, some of those people have a large audience. You know, but that's just the way it is. I feel it's fine, man. Like, good on anybody.
Yeah.
Doing whatever it is they need to do to provide. I mean, fine. You know what I mean? You're not hurting anyone.
Yeah.
Not hurting me.
No, exactly.
You know.
And I can take a joke as long as you're not a 7-foot dude with a dick tattoo that says a joke. Other than that, I can take it. Oh man, I had so many things I wanted to talk to you about today, but then I just got sidetracked and I can't remember any of them. It doesn't matter. But it wasn't Rick Lax wasn't on the top of my list, that's for sure. And I forgot I was wearing a hat, so that really ruined my day. I don't think I'm the second time ever wearing a hat on camera. I never do it. Sorry about that, everybody. I just filled my card again. Didn't sort that out. Yeah, and you know what? I put up a new intro, so that's more professional. We're getting there. My mic setup's better. I can get in and out now.
I hadn't noticed.
Yeah. No,
I didn't notice the intro was different.
it's because you're in the fucking. Never mind, Chris. You don't understand how it works. Clearly. Yeah. So I don't know. And I didn't flip my screen out this time, so I don't even know. We might not be recording right now. But I'm not getting up again. I think we are.
Heck yeah.
I hit go.
I'm committing.
This is it. This is us now. This is how we do it.
How do you think people are relating to the podcast right now? You guys liking it or what? What do you let us know below?
Yeah, I mean, there's
comments,
tons of feedback from a lot of familiar faces all the time. But yeah, I'm curious too. Like, what do you want? I think they want. I always get the thing people want us to answer more questions that they have, which makes sense because they got questions.
There might be time for like a question segment, like at the end, like you did last time.
Yeah, because I got definitely have 2 or 3 questions here that I pulled out this time, so I was a little bit more prepared. So yeah, we should do that for sure. But I'm.
By the way, I was just gonna say I got a fucking raccoon in my roof.
Yeah, what the hell? You sent me that fucking video. It's just living up there.
Yeah.
You getting it out, or are you gonna let it stay?
We've been trying. I've got 4 traps set up around the house. We've rigged the. So me and the guys renovating the house right now. We rigged the garbage can to like slap close when he gets in there. So we got all this, dude. It's in like there's an open part of my roof right now because of renovations. Yeah. They put a beam that goes to the ground that leads to the cage, and there's like a dead trout in there. So last night, I don't know how he snuck in, triggered the cage, got the trout, and he's nowhere to be found. This fucking raccoon's a magician. and then he got the food that was in the garbage bin, got out of that too. So yeah, he's being a bit of an asshole. Not gonna lie.
They're fucking smart, man, and they're nimbly, and they can do all kinds of crazy shit. I like raccoons, not when they're living in your house, though.
Oh, dude, this guy's fucking senile. Like, he's out during the day, all disheveled, like, during the day. Well, you're not supposed to be visible during the day.
That's true. The video you sent me was, like, middle of the day. Just
broad daylight on my roof. Just sitting there on my roof, broad daylight. Like, his hair's all... He's looking like he's looking for a place to die. I'm going to be quite frank.
Oh, my God.
The last thing I want is him dying up there. Because then that's like it's easier to get him out of there than it is to like alive than it is dead.
Does he even notice you like when you?
Yeah, I walked by once. He sticks his head out. He looks right at me, but he can't see well. They don't see during the day, right? So he's kind of like. So it's the hardest part is collecting rent every month. From him. That's
sorry to sidetrack here. I just realized we're gonna do a vibrator race in a minute here. I want to make sure we get that. But I guessed at what is it the Ben Affleck one? Is that the lie?
The Ben Affleck one's the lie.
Okay.
I got to perform for Anthony Bourdain at Soho, New York. I got to perform for Simon Pegg at Zach Quinto's birthday party in New York.
Oh, sweet.
And I never met Ben Affleck in my life, but I feel like that's something you would do is just chill and have a cigar.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I can't remember if it's Simon Pegg or that, but that makes sense. So I just guessed. So we do have 2 winners. We should probably race them real quick.
Let's do it.
Just so we don't forget. We have Cillian.
Here we go.
Cillian, okay. Cillian. Let's remember the name Cillian. She's going to be on the left. Let's call her with the purple. Cillian's got purple.
How do you know it's a she?
I don't know. Cillian sounds like a nice name.
That's an assumption.
What do you? I don't like assigning theys. Cillian sounds sexy. I'm imagining just a hot.
What if it's like this fat Italian who's just like Sicilian?
I do.
And that's this big fucking Tony guy. He's just like, oh,
sexy man.
Wes.
Hey, probably got some titties then. I like it. You know, I don't know. If he's a big man, who knows? We got Julia. So. Julia, he's on the right.
It's the worst.
All right. Oh, fuck it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to flip this around for you, Chris.
See it.
This is not even going to... Is it going to work?
Yeah, it's going to work.
Oh, my God. Okay, you're going to have to call the game here, Chris, because I can't even...
All right. I'll call it out. Left is who? Cillian or Julia?
Cillian's on the left, and Julia's on the right.
All right. On your mark. Get set. Go. All right, we got both Celia and Julia coming out of the gates very strong, but Celia takes an early lead by a head. And Julia's trying to catch up. She's wobbling a little bit to the right. Celia's making up for it. Oh, and Julia absolutely passes her by... Oh, my goodness, Julia just skyrocketed past. We've never seen this before. That is unheard of.
I gotta
The
have a little.
speed at which she accelerated.
I gotta have a little peek here. How does it go from the? Oh, I couldn't see.
Dude.
Sorry, that's crazy.
Celia was only ahead by a knob when fucking Julia took off by a couple yards there.
Yes. God.
Beat Julia by a couple dicks.
Must have flipped
Julia
it into
beat
the
Celia by a couple dicks.
flipped it into a honeymoon speed. That's yeah, man. A couple dick lengths. That's crazy. Julia killing it. Nicely done. Julia. So Julia's last name. Let's see Julia's last name here. What's your name, Julia? I guess I'm writing it.
You're like
Violet. Ooh,
you're like Julia.
Violet.
Yeah, Julia Violet. You're gonna be like, oh, here you go, Julia. You win the comment of the day. She's like, all right, thanks, guys. Well, I'm 11. I love watching your channel. Have you ever thought about that?
No, I try not to.
I get kids coming here from my channel, and they're like, "Yay!" And then this is what they're. I suppose. I mean, there's one way to find out about it.
I did a magic lesson for a kid the other day on Zoom. It was
Did he ask for it?
Yeah, I just dropped in. Hey, no, it's a 9-year-old. She had a birthday. It was on her birthday, and she's like, I want a magic lesson from a famous magician. They couldn't find one, so then I was like, I'll do it, and it was so fun, man. I mean, I don't know what I'm teaching. I called up Eric, and he was all just like, okay, just make sure keep giving them candy, make sure their mom's out of the room, like all of that. And I thought, what do you mean? But I'm like, no, magic show. And he was like, oh yeah. So then, yeah, I just taught her some like, elastic band up the nose. And she already knew 2 card tricks, so I just did that. But
Cool.
I do not like teaching magic, I found out, at all. Like in person or especially on FaceTime. And this girl, she didn't know her lefts and she knew her lefts and rights, but not really well. So I'm like, move that to the left, and it's like, not fun. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get it. I hear you. And magic is such a finicky thing to teach, like, because we teach it from our perspective where we already know it and mastered, like, sleight of hand. And then these, they're like, you forget that, oh, your hands don't work yet. Yeah. It's kind of like,
I mean,
they're working with frozen fingers.
Anything, whether it's fucking guitar, magic, or surfing, you need to go and try and be bad for a while before you're ready for a lesson. In anything, like, you have to go get it in your hands and fumble fuck around, because you go for a lesson and then you don't even know how to hold the pick or the fucking surfboard or anything. You're like, 100%. Nah, you got to figure it out, and then you come to me when you got a little bit, and then I can help you walk. But that's about it. I don't know. I'm not a very good teacher at that level either. So
I've gotten so many requests for that type of stuff these days, like in my emails and stuff, to like my boyfriend's birthday, my husband's birthday, and like that type of thing. And like the thing is, I did what the Cameo thing was.
Oh yeah,
where you charge people for the same thing. Felt super shitty about that. Did that for like a week, and then I was like, first of all, I couldn't even get caught up with the amount of messages I had.
Right.
So not only did they pay for something, I didn't deliver. Like, what an asshole.
Yeah.
Right? And then now it's just like, I don't know. I just
remember how Wesley Snipes made us 4 videos? Like, you're Wesley Snipes. Don't make us videos, man.
You're not supposed to be answering these.
Yeah, like we literally like, nah, man, this one not doesn't look as good. Like, I'll do it again. You're Wesley Snipes.
Yeah. He's like, hey, fucking $20.
Yeah, I can see why you don't want to do the Cameo thing. I don't like that. I mean, I wasn't gonna get any requests really, anyways.
It's weird, man. A lot of people do it, but I feel like it's weird. I feel like it's very weird. I feel like it's just so fucking fake. Like, it's clearly fake. Like, you're paying someone to say what you want them to say.
Yeah.
There's no, of course they're gonna make their take their funny spin on it and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like, it might as well be an avatar of the person.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the best...
There'll be some AI.
Yeah. The best use of it was your idea, which is on my channel if you guys haven't seen it, where we did like a whole bunch of celebrities.
Like a story. We made them interact with each other.
It is
without
fucking
them knowing.
Great. And Tom Arnold
I've seen a few people
so
do that. Yeah, he rants. He goes on and on. It was a fun experience. Like, the video bombed.
Yeah, but
I don't think people were ready for that idea.
No,
I think we were too ahead of our time with that one.
For sure, man. That's, you can't.
Because I've seen it come out a few times, like different versions of it, like where they get people to sing a song and.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no, ours was better, but yeah, Well, it was on your channel. It was doing really badly, so that you just took it off. You're like, you have it.
Yeah, I was losing more subs than I was getting views on it. Like
This
every 100
podcast-
views, I had lost 100.
This
subs.
podcast is net positive for subs every time.
Really?
Which I thought people would be unsubbing, but no, I guess they just don't watch and they understand. He's got a podcast, so they either like it and watch it and subscribe, or they just go,
Dude.
not for me, which is crazy to me.
I love that
So thank
people like. I mean, you're gonna get this set up eventually, right, on like iTunes or something.
Yeah,
Spotify.
Yeah.
So I can't
Real
wait
soon.
for people to just tune in there
Yeah.
and not even know that you're a YouTuber.
Yeah, that's true too.
Because that happens. Like David Dobrik and Views podcast with Jason Nash. I love that podcast, by the way.
Yeah.
And it's just so funny. You got like this 45-year-old and this 22-year-old.
Perfect
like
dynamic.
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're like, they have, 1 million hits on iTunes or whatever it is, right? Or 500,000 or some staggering number. And yeah, they're always repeating like, oh, by the way, this is my friend who also does videos. He's part of the Vlog Squad. They have no idea. They're just like, oh, this is a popular podcast. Click, and they're in. And they don't
That's
even know about David
amazing
Dobrik.
to me. I love that.
Even a guy of that stature.
Yeah, you think everyone would know.
Yep, that's the thing. Different platforms, and dude, I learned that on Facebook. Different platforms have an entirely different audience.
Fair.
And there's a small overlap, a very small overlap. Because you think about it, there are billions of people on the planet, hundreds of millions of people using these platforms. Like, just because you have 2 million here and 2 million there doesn't mean it's the same 2 million. Like,
Yeah.
it could be there could be 5% of that's overlapped, and I've seen that in Facebook, and
Fully
it's crazy.
agree. I
Yeah.
mean, you can look at Facebook's such a good example because I don't watch any videos over there, but people watch all the shit over there.
Dude, and all my videos that we've uploaded on Facebook, like, I get people in real life like come up to me, like if I see someone and they're like, dude, last week that puzzle was dope, and I'm thinking the YouTube one, right? So I'm like, oh yeah, and they're like, no, I was like, 4 years ago, but they don't know.
Same with
'Cause,
my
like, to them it's new.
Yeah, same with my flight attendant video. People are bringing it up, and I think they mean YouTube, and they're like, it's at like 8 million. I'm like, 8 million? I'm like, oh, on Facebook. You saw the Facebook video.
I honestly get a lot more, like, these days, well, not these days, but these days, IRL, like, recognized in real life by people who saw me on Facebook.
I love how he says IRL, then he tells us what it means. It's real good.
Oh, I told you what it means.
Thanks, man.
You're like, URL. You're like, isn't that a fucking link? What are you dropping a link?
LOL. Yeah, me too.
LOL URL.
Oh, lol. Do you say some people? I hate people that say lol. British people a lot of times. Lol.
French Canadian people say it.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah, lol.
Lol. Oh, okay. That sounds better in French, actually. Somehow.
It's better saying Lamau.
Lamau? Oh, right. Lamau. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, when I play Overwatch, like, I don't know, I do this. But when I play Overwatch, just people like Lamau. Dude, the language, by the way, is so fucked up online. Like, people who watch, like, Twitch and shit have their own language. Wes, I'm not even kidding you. You should look at some of these clips. Like,
Really?
guys are like, yeah.
Like what?
Oh,
Like what? Say, give me an example.
Oh, just kill this guy, Pepega.
Pepega.
Yeah, or, oh, man, good job, Pepe Hands.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, Monka S.
I have no idea what you're saying right now.
Yeah, these are things that they'll just freely say all the time. Like, dude.
If it wasn't for you, I don't even know if I would know what like I can't even remember the thing. Non-whatever character.
NPC?
Yeah, I wouldn't even know what that was if it wasn't for you.
A non-player character?
Yeah. Like I just.
So me and like Antoine, like we have this thing where like if we go out in public, like if you play like a role-playing game or you play in like GTA, let's say, or Elder Scrolls, they're these non-player characters, the computer-generated people that have a certain number of lines, right? And they come up to you sometimes in a game, and they're just like in passing, like, "Hey, want to buy some drugs?" Like in GTA, they'll say some shit, right, as you're walking by, and like in real life, that shit happens all the time. So like me and Antoine just like sometimes we're convinced that like we're in a video game, and these are just NPCs, And you can turn up the intensity of these NPCs, right? Because sometimes like it takes a certain distance before they like interact with you. And so like sometimes some nights it's a full moon and you're like, oh shit, and people are like 20 feet away and they're like, hey man, hey, and so you're like, oh shit, here comes one, and then you're like, oh, he's got a fucking side quest for me. Dude, I want nothing to do with your side quest. I've got my main quest going on. If I start doing all these side quests, I'm gonna get so sidetracked with these shitty items you're gonna get from me. I need to focus on the main quest. Like the story's trying to lead me in one way, and I'm like, no,
Yeah, you can always
NPCs exist.
You can always tell because they have a different frame rate in real life too. So
they're just like this. Walking into the wall. But I'm telling you, man, next time you go out, just like keep that in mind and walk around, like especially going out to bars.
Yeah.
Like, because you get drunk people and stuff. Like, hey, buddy, you're like, oh, you got three things that you're gonna say to me, and that's it. Yeah. Those are gonna repeat the same three things.
Oh man.
Hey, need something?
I think
you're like, what? Need something? Like, what the hell are you talking about? Need something? I'm like, oh, fuck, he's glitched out.
Dude, that's the first 5 years of me learning magic drunk at bars. I was, pick a card.
Practicing on NPCs?
No,
okay.
Being an NPC. Want to see a card trick? Just drunk out of
hilarious.
my mind. Oh, my God. So good. Yeah.
NPCs IRL.
All right. Those are the only two ones I know. That's something I found out too about because I want to put this podcast on iTunes, but I wanted to wait till we had a little had a good foothold a little bit like right now, because when you put it up, the first 5 or 6 weeks that it's on iTunes, that dictates your rating on iTunes. So if you want to have like a decent rating and get some reviews, you got to have people that are going to, so now we got the team here going to go when I put it up, and they're going to hit it up being like, it's good, then we can actually get some more, or else it's just going to fall to the bottom of everything else, That's what I think, so.
Fall to the bottom.
Of the barrel! How did I miss that
where
one?
It belongs. I mean, if you scroll to the bottom of the iTunes podcast and you see bottom of the barrel at the very end,
that's probably where it's supposed
to be. There's a party that's gonna be like, what's going on
That's
here?
right.
I want to see what these guys are up to.
Yeah, that's true. That's why. Yeah, no, that's good. That sort of just made me think of we need a theme song for this thing, and I started thinking about the submission Eric put in for your contest. Is that tomorrow? When is that happening?
Friday.
Okay, well, I won't spoil the fun, but man, is that good, that video.
It's a great video.
Fuck, that was great.
So if you don't know, I'm doing a contest on my subreddit. So I have a subreddit page where magicians and
30,000 people on this subreddit.
So they post their own videos, and every now and then I react to them on my channel, and I have a look at them, and I put up a contest where you got to use either like hand sanitizer, toilet paper, something to do with like COVID in your magic trick, right? And we've gotten a lot of submissions, but then Eric, because I'm giving away $5,000, so 5 people will be winning $1,000. And Eric's like, I want to submit. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna pick you. I'm not gonna you're a friend. I'll feature you, but I'm not gonna pick you. And he's like, you'll have no choice. And I'm like, I will have all the choice. But he's like, no, you won't have a choice. So he went out and filmed this amazing video. Even
7 hours.
Song.
Yeah. Oh yeah, custom theme song. Ramsay, I want your money. Hey, Ramsay, I want your money.
Hey. No, Ramsay, baby, I want your money.
Right, yeah.
Sure. So and he does this, and he does some actually great magic,
so
man.
Good.
So I'm kind of torn right now. Yeah. But I did warn him that he wouldn't be winning anything. So we'll see.
I don't know, Chris. I'd say donate $1,000 on his behalf somewhere. Cause maybe I'll do that. That'll you're like, hey, you did win, but also fuck you.
Can't be mad at me. Also fuck you.
Yeah, you will be mad.
I'm gonna send it to that Make-A-Wish kid.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's good times, man. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. I was gonna submit, but I'm not doing it.
Yeah, once you saw that video.
Yeah, no way.
Running.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of the comments too, hoping that these things would be longer. I saw a couple of those comments.
Yeah.
Like, man.
Yeah.
Ended too soon. Like, that's feels good, man.
Yeah, no, really. All the comments here have been so great. Thank you guys for all of them. They're just, they're great. The questions are great. The comments are great. This is my favorite video. It gets like the least amount of views because podcasts do. but they're like the ones I'll actually read everything because I love it. So thank you.
Let's throw up some questions.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the thing one more time just so we don't run out because I got a couple good questions. So I'm gonna just.
All right, let's go.
A little better of my setup. Not perfect yet. We're getting there. Okay, so let's do some questions. And then I was thinking, just while you were talking, telling a boring story, I started thinking of my 2 Truths, 1 Lie for next week. So one of the questions here, this interesting one from N.K. Wong Photography. Of all the qualities you have, which one would you wish people appreciated more?
Whoa.
That's a fucking good one. That's deep. I like that.
That's a deep question.
I just reading it for the first time myself.
I don't expect people to appreciate me at all, is my answer. I feel very flattered that they even appreciate some of my qualities, so I'm not even going to ask for any more. That's my answer.
That's fair. That's fair. Sometimes I would say for me, like, yeah, that's probably, that's a great answer. I sometimes feel people don't take me, they don't realize I have a serious gear sometimes. So sometimes I wish they would appreciate that. I'm like, hey, like sometimes I'm just need to be serious right now. Or like, I'm very rarely not ready just to like have a great time and laugh. But sometimes when I'm not, I'm like, appreciate that I also have multiple sides to my personality.
When you're working.
Yeah, Chris, you've seen it. I get like, I'm kind of shitty sometimes.
Dude, when this guy's me and Wes are like loose. Like we just like go with the flow, having a great time, drink when we want, like kind of when we're out, like hanging out and getting ready for a show. We'll knock a couple beers back or something in. And then all of a sudden it's like showtime in like a couple hours and Wes just shuts down. He becomes this crazy introvert.
Yeah.
And I'm just
so
like,
stressed.
Like, yeah, man, yeah, it's just the show thing, I gotta just like, I'm like, you're no fun, like, and he literally becomes an entirely different person.
And it's super helpful when you tell me I'm no fun. It really makes me like relax and not stress out worse. That's really great.
Yeah, I'm like, not like you're paid to make everyone have fun here.
I know, right? I'm actually the worst
Why
mood.
all of a sudden would you not just be fun? Why would you choose now to be the moment that you're not fun?
I know. Well, appreciate multiple sides of me. Other angles, please.
All right, we'll do.
I have. Did you get aired on that Travel Channel show?
I think so. Yeah, I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either. They sent me. They're like, you're on May 9th. I'm like, that was days ago. I'm not gonna look at that. But yeah, that would be neat. I don't know. This is just someone calling me a prick and trying to hit on my wife in one of the videos. That's not an actual question. They're like, this is.
Sorry, I didn't know that public. I didn't know that comment was public.
It's from Ramsay 52, Chris. Oh yeah, that's you. No, this is great. I sent her this comment because it's just so good. Dearest sweet love, beloved, sweet, sexy love of my life. Thank you for this video. Sincerely, yours truly, forevermore. XOXO. You're sexy and funny, honey bunny. And then another comment, he's a prick. Talking about me. It's like, that's pretty good. I'll take it.
Okay.
So she's going to leave me for this guy now. So.
Wow, this guy's one of those guys that jumps straight into the DMs with like, show me bobs.
Yeah, it was.
Drop your cloth, show me bobs.
It was Celian or Celia.
Was it?
No. Show me Bob's, yeah. That's a great joke in real life when you meet some guy named Bob. Always. What's your name? Bob? Yeah. Is that 1 or 2? Always 1 or and just let it takes him a minute. I love it. It makes me happy. Fuck you, Bob, boob. All right, let's do this one more here. If you could teach one skill, what would you teach? Kind of
I don't know. I'd have to probably look into getting a YouTube channel first and then probably, figuring out how that would even work on YouTube. I don't even know. So, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what
It's a very weird question. Yeah.
Strange question.
I dislike that one. And that's from the same person. So you're one up, one down. You're back to level now. One good question.
Yeah, which one came in first, though? Maybe he's like, well, fuck, I got a better one.
Yeah.
Or he just went for quantities. Like,
no, the first one was first. The first one was first.
Wow. So he's just like, yeah, I'm just hoping that he read anything of mine. Just say the name.
There's one dude that sent
video.
me 15 questions, and I just couldn't be bothered to read them. I was like, it's too many questions. Send me one question. I can't do essays. I move on. Oh my god. I'm gonna tell you. Your raccoons made me reminded me of something I know it was a while ago, but I started thinking about my buddy Quinn, and it reminds me of a story I'm going to tell for my 2 Truths, 1 Lie. So I thought I'd better tell it right now. My buddy Quinn, what a beauty! I had him on the podcast before, but it was a FaceTime thing, and it was all glitchy and stuff, so it didn't really work. He's a genius guy. He has a channel called Captain Quinn. Outrageous, does fishing, and he's nuts. And he got drunk one time, and we have are Earl's everywhere? I don't know where Earl's restaurants are. But anyways, a place called Earl's Restaurant. And they're all over Canada and most of the States. But they used to have these huge wooden parrots on top of the restaurant. That was just part of their signature. But this is like, they haven't had these in 20 years. But they used to have these old parrots. And maybe not that long, 10, whatever, it doesn't matter. He used to have these old parrots. And Quinn gets drunk one night and decides he's going to climb on the roof of this Earl's at 1 a.m. and steal this 6-foot parrot off the roof. And he's up there, him and his brother, and they're both ginormous dudes. They're jacked. And they're reefing on this thing back and forth, right? Just, and finally he snaps, and it comes off. He goes sliding down the roof, just, boom, hits the deck. And we're all like, oh, God. And him and Jared pick up the bird, and they start walking it away. And we're like, okay, now it's our time to go. The cops are like, I mean, it was not being quiet. The cops come, shine a light on these two. And they're like, hey, what are you doing? And they just like stop and they just freeze. And I think they think that like if they don't move, the cops won't see them. Like they're that level of drunks. They just freeze in this like fucking flashlight holding this 6-foot wooden parrot. And they just wait. And then they're so drunk they forget why they're not moving. So they just start carrying it down the alley again. It was so good. Just reminded me of your fucked up raccoon coming out in the daytime. I don't know why I thought of that. Sorry. So I got 2 truths.
Great story. Can't wait for this to make the cut.
We don't cut around here, except for all the cuts that we do. All right, I might cut that.
You won't.
I'll forget where it is, and then I won't. All right. So 2 truths, 1 lie for next week. I have when I was 23. I'm trying to think of make sure I got all this right.
Wait, what if I tell 2 truths, 1 lie about you?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I like it.
Yeah, well, I know you. Okay.
This is gonna
go. I'm trying to think of. Okay, Wes once took off all his clothes in an elevator with 7 guys, and we all knew each other, except there was one girl that we didn't know in the elevator as well. 2. Wes took all of his clothes off, climbed on a car that was trying to get away, dented the car, and bent his windshield wipers. Or 3, Wes took all of his clothes off and played hide and seek in Eric's house for hours and ended up hiding in a pile of hoses in the garage.
I gotta be very stone-faced here to.
Oh wait! This doesn't work.
Yeah,
because all 3 of those are true.
I know. Yeah, I was like, which one are you gonna lie about? I thought we were just gonna make it up later because I was like, oh, these are all sounding right.
Well, it's just like, I don't know. These could be real or fake.
No, I remember them all vividly. I remember when I was hiding in Eric's place. I thought I was so clever, yet no one would look for me. Hours I was hiding.
Oh, fuck, I laughed so hard because he was legit worried about you. And he was like, and the garage door's here, and the outside door's here, right? So they're kind of like connected through a corner. And Wes is waiting to, Eric's in the doorway. He's like, can't find Wes. And he goes outside, and just as he goes outside, the garage door opens, and Wes comes out, and he's like, and he's covered in hoses, and he's naked. And then it was like literally a scene out of a friggin' cartoon. It looked like something Buster Keaton would film. Like,
yeah, and like I was hiding.
So
I climbed
hilarious.
up this thing. I was hiding, and the hoses were way up here, and I was hiding up there.
He was the only one playing hide and seek. No one asked him to. No one said, Wes, go hide. We were just having a good time, drinking in the kitchen. We're like, where's Wes?
Yeah. Probably like,
naked,
wow,
hiding
it sure
somewhere.
chilled out for a while now.
He was naked, hiding somewhere, waiting for us to find him. We didn't even know he wasn't there anymore. You understand? We're still talking, and we're like, "Where's Wes? I don't know. I haven't seen him." Like there was no like,
And I go to
we gotta find him. Like we didn't even know we had to find him.
And I go to bed early too, so you guys would have just thought maybe I went to bed. Like no one was gonna look for me ever. It was so dumb. I don't know. Drunk
Okay,
logic, man.
You do your 2 truths, 1 lie, because I'm clearly bad at this game. I only know truths.
Yeah, you're just an honest man. Well, we'll do another time. I'll try and do one for you next week. Actually, that'd be fun.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll do one for you too.
These all happened when I was 23. These are times I got thrown in the back of a cop car. So this goes like this. 23 years ago. I got thrown in the back of a cop car for drinking and driving. I got thrown in the back of the cop car for streaking a college party. I got thrown in the back of a cop car for climbing in through the window to a nightclub. 2 truths, 1 lie. Dun, 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 dun.
They all sound very possible.
I know, it's really tricky, but there's good stories.
You always throw a
accompanying
red
them.
herring in there, though. You always throw a red herring in there because you're always like, just a little trick. Like I know maybe one of these, but I'm just saying, whatever one seems more likely, that's probably the lie.
Yeah, the easier one. Like, there's no way.
The obvious one,
Yeah.
no.
I had a sip of water this morning.
Liar.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get on a plane in a couple days. Hey.
Oh, you're going out west.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I gotta go help my dad for a few days. So I'm like, what does a plane look like right now? Apparently, you have to wear a mask the whole time, and they don't.
Yeah.
They sit you like in a row by yourself because there's like not that many people. That's weird, man. I'm freaking out about it. So hopefully, I don't know.
My brother just went up today. He went up to Baffin Islands.
Oh yeah.
He's going to work out there, so it's like a 5-6 hour flight up north as well.
Man, it's gonna be weird. I don't know what to even think. So weird times.
I actually quite like not traveling, dude.
Yeah.
It's been fun. Like, not gonna lie, like this first world problem, but
Yeah.
fucking traveling sometimes. You just want to be home. You just want to chill at home,
no.
be around your things and the people you know, and traveling is fun. Destinations are fun. I feel like traveling's fucking shit. But
and it depends on what you have to go for and how long. And if you get kind of set your schedule, it's good. But if it's too many things too often, it's too much.
Yeah, airports are gross.
Yeah, I'm getting used to this for sure. I haven't been home for this long in 8 years. I don't even know. Like, it's crazy.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
kind of nice though.
It is nice, dude. I mean, I've lost so much weight. I'm down 20 pounds because I'm not eating at fucking bars and stuff, I guess.
I found it.
Oh, is that where
Every single pound.
There you go. I also can't afford food right now, so whatever works. Oh man, how come you don't give Eric a hard time for cutting his hair? I'm putting up a picture of Eric cut his own hair. His hair looks shit too.
It didn't look half as bad as yours.
Yeah, how come his didn't look as bad as mine?
The side of your head literally looked like you kind of look like a burn victim on the side of your head. Looks like you went through a fire when you were young, and the hair's starting to grow back, and you're proud of it, so you grow it out. That's what you look like.
Yeah, that's fair. You're that asshole who points it out too. He's like, "What's wrong with you?" You as a kid would have been brutal. Were you an asshole kid, or were you a nice, or how are you?
No, the thing is like I found out I had an older brother, right? So I get teased a lot by him, and I found out really quickly, like when I made my older brother's friends laugh at my older brother, shit changed for me, man.
Yeah.
That second, I remember it specifically. Like my brother would make fun of my ear. I had big ears as a kid, right? He was like, "You look like a fucking truck with the doors open," right? And I'm like, ow, like that was brutal, right? And then I said something about the zits he had because he was like older than me, he's going through puberty and shit. So I was like, fucking pizza face or some shit, right? And all his friends just like, because I'm 5 years younger, right? I was a little kid. They're like,
that's a lot, yeah.
like roasted, yeah. So that was like when I was like, oh, words can be used instead of getting upset. You could just make fun and everybody's happy.
Yeah, it's crazy too how easily it is to light your brother up because you know exactly what buttons to push. Like he probably hated his acne or whatever, so you're like, oh, just mention that.
Oh, 100%.
It just lights him up. Siblings are the best like that. My brother said some shit to me when I was a kid that like he wasn't even good at burns, but he would just like and I oh man. And like no one would even laugh, but it would dig to me, right? Like he wasn't necessarily like, funny. Like in a group, they would all be like, "Why is that funny?" And I would just be like, "Oh, you motherfucker!" Like
You brought that up.
Yeah, you would say that. Well, yeah, we're only 1 year apart though. Yeah, and honestly, he looks adopted. He's so fucking tall compared to the rest of our family. We're all down here in the photos, and he's like a whole head taller than everybody. It's like one of us is adopted. It ain't me.
So he's the only normal size guy.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
It's like short people think they're normal height.
This is
like Wes
you're
did a video and he's walking around and it's funny because he said, "Does height matter?" Was that your question?
Am I short? Was my question.
Oh, are you short? Right? Are you short? So he's asking people if he was short, and short people are like, "You're normal height."
All the short people were like, "Ah, you're fine." It's like,
The short people said, "You're normal height."
I know a couple guys too. They're like this, Chris. They're like this, like, "Oh, we're about the same, you and me. You're normal." It's like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, what's a short person to you?
Yeah, my brother's like Buddy the Elf at our place.
Yeah, to short people are like you'll have to be like legally short.
they get so mad at me, man.
Yeah.
Some people are really hating on it because I'm like, if you're below 5'7", you're for sure short. And they get like, I'm 5'5", I'm not short. It's like, I don't know, man. Nothing wrong with being short.
I think you're like under 5'5", you're legally short. I think it becomes a statue, like it becomes a status in like there's probably like something out there that's like, oh, 5'5", oh yeah, you're legally short now.
I think I mean, there is one, but it's 50 inches
for little people. For little people, right?
It gets pretty low. Yeah.
That's another thing, eh? Just like Tom Segura talked about that, like people used to say midgets, right? That's a really offensive thing to say about little people, apparently.
Yeah.
But as kids, we didn't know this, right?
Yeah,
it's the only word we had.
Yeah.
And we thought it was the word. We didn't think it was a bad word. Right?
Yeah, same.
But apparently they're really sensitive about it, which understandable. But the like Tom Segura said, what's the alternative? Little people. and then he's like, that's confusing because then you're like, oh, I saw this little person the other day, and they're like, it was a child, like just like no, it's like a legally little person, like it's a funny thing to say.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and then that's just like, it's yeah. I mean, I could spend all day talking about words that used to be used and aren't anymore, and you're like, I don't even know, man. You know what a good word is? A good word is a word that someone understands what you mean.
Yeah.
Right? And
retarded.
Like to me that's it. Yeah, like
the R word, retarded?
Yeah. Like
or R-worded? We say R-worded now.
Dude,
right?
There's you ever watch the old Doug?
That word used to
Old Doug Stanhope, man, from like I don't even know what year, but he had a whole bit in like maybe early 2000s, late 90s about all that. He's like, keep changing the words. We'll just keep changing it to whatever you change it to. That's what I'm going to call my friend. so you can whatever you want, change it. We'll change it. Like because I'm trying to call him a name. So you and then I was
I'm going to find the name.
I'm going to call him the name. That's what I'm going to do.
Before you ban it.
That's my goal.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't thing is I don't even say retarded anymore. I used to say it all the time as a kid. As a kid, all the time.
Yeah.
Or we'd say like, "Oh, that's so gay."
Yeah.
Like, that was just something
I dropped that too.
Like,
It's easy to
in
fix.
The upbringing, right?
Some you can fix pretty easily. You're like, I'm done with that.
As I've grown older, and I guess it's because of the way culture changed, and maybe I'm just like more sensitive to other people, but I don't say it anymore. I don't feel the need to say it anymore. But I don't. It's weird to take away a word.
Yeah.
It's weird to take away a word, but I get it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm down to evolve, but like you just give me some overlap time where I'm allowed to fuck it up a little bit, right?
Yeah,
Will I adjust?
I'm surprised rappers can still say bitches and hoes.
Yeah.
Like, why are we okay with that?
Yeah.
I
think they're only talking
retarded. Look, we can't say retarded. And when we're saying retarded, we're not actually referring to a handicapped person.
But they are
right?
the bitches and the hoes.
Exactly. We can't say We can't say gay because we don't actually mean gay like homosexual. We mean just like it's gay. It's
Yeah.
fucking, like, you know.
Yeah.
We don't mean it in the way, but bitches, like, is the most derogatory thing you could say about a woman.
Yeah.
And there are songs probably on the top 100 Billboard right now with that
easily.
word in it.
Yeah.
How is that still okay? How are we okay? Like, how are women not been like outraged by this?
I would love to see someone make a song where they bleep all the words we can't say, but leave in all the rest, and you'd be surprised what that song sounds like.
Yeah.
No, that's messed up.
That's something I just thought about, man. Bitches. People just say, "Oh, I got all these bitches." Like, who are these girls that don't mind being called bitches?
Yeah.
They do not exist. They're completely fictitious. You're making them up.
Yeah, no, it's weird, man. But hey, I'll never understand that. I'm just gonna follow the rules. I'm not gonna try and impose any because I'm just like, whatever, sure. I just like trying to stay on the line of fire. Like, remember that time
On
I had
camera.
that? Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Oh yeah, only on camera. Remember that time I had that great idea to clickbait to say like the N word over and over again? Like,
so okay.
Like so, no, like
context
not say like I don't know how do you
not
describe
say
it?
not say the 6-letter word.
Right.
That's an acronym or an anagram for ginger.
Yeah, we're not gonna say anything like. I just wanted to say you're allowed to say the N word. Like, so I was
just literally saying those 3 words, the N word.
Yeah,
that's what he wanted to say.
I was gonna repeat that phrase over and over 1,000 times just for the clickbait title. Which Chris was like, this is gonna be. At first, you didn't understand what I meant. Like everyone right now, you're like,
because he texted me, he's like, I think I'm gonna say the N word 1,000 times on camera. And I'm like, that's a terrible idea. And I couldn't type fast enough. My fingers couldn't keep up with how fast I wanted to tell him to stop doing whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
But to find out that he just wanted to say the N word, those 3 words over and over and over, still a bad idea.
Still, yeah. Chris is like, oh, I get it. He's like, don't do that.
Don't do that either.
So his advice is the same.
Yeah, don't do either of those things.
And you're right.
In fact,
yeah.
I
don't know.
I don't even feel comfortable saying the N word.
I know, even that feels weird, right?
Like saying the words the N word.
I know.
I don't even. That feels weird to me, and I don't. Yeah. It feels like somebody who wants to say it.
Yeah.
But is not allowed to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not cool. I don't like even saying that. So people are like, oh, blah blah blah. You said the N word. I'm like, you just want to say it.
Yeah, it's so gross.
You're just saying that because you're not allowed to say it. You just want to say it. I don't even want to think about that word. It's a dirty word.
No, again, I'll leave that to the music. I'm not getting involved. I'm not. It's so weird. All right, that's
the word. Oh, go ahead. No, okay.
I was gonna say we're gonna wrap it up.
It's fine. No, it's cut me off.
No, you know what? Say one more thing, Chris. What is it? Very important. Go for it.
Well, it's not important now because you cut me off, and now it seems like I'm fucking chasing something. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Now you really want to talk about it. It's getting really weird.
No, it's over. It's over.
Fine.
I just wanted to say that I'm uncomfortable saying the word bitch as well.
I'm very comfortable calling you a little baby back bitch for some reason. I'm very. I don't know why. It's the only
calling
exception.
a guy a bitch is
I like
no problem.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I don't think I've ever said it to a woman.
Yeah, but people say it in songs. They're like, oh, these bitches. I'm like, when have you ever met a woman in your life that you've openly called this, not just on the microphone in the booth when you're alone?
Yeah.
Like, say that to an actual person. I'm sure you'll never say it again. You'll be like, ooh, that's a dirty word.
No, let's just all go to Australia and we can say whatever we want.
Yeah.
Cunts. Isn't that what they go for there?
Cunt.
Yeah. What a crazy place. If you're from Australia, I love you. I want to go there again. But you guys
I've never been.
Oh, buddy, it's so fun. Do you like the sun? You like the sun? It's
Love
nice
it.
there. Oh, buddy, a couple pints in the sun. Woo.
Oh, guy, I'm going home right now having a beer. Fuck it.
And there's a lot of topless beaches in Australia. All right. Anyways, thanks for coming. See you guys next week. Let's get some more questions going. Try and take a stab at those 2 truths, 1 lie. And yeah. See you, Chris. I'll talk to you later. See you guys.
Later, buddy.
I'll talk to you later. Thanks, James. Bye.